And I remember when there was a time whereby there was a lady I had called, and I was like, "Hey, I need you on a certain day. Let's meet up. We need to sit, we need to meet, and we need to do one or two things." And the story she told me after that was like, "I just lost my baby, but I'll be there." I didn't even know how to reply after that, because I tried to tell her, I was like, it's not, it doesn't have to be that day. Like we could do this another day. She's like, "No, this is also important. I'll come."
Today, we are privileged to meet the heart and soul of the Promise Birth program, Melissa, the program coordinator who embodies its spirit with unwavering dedication. Beyond her role, she's a passionate advocate for families affected by incarceration, a beacon of hope and a true inspiration. Diana Etabo here, eager to delve into her journey, her vision for this program, and the incredible impact it's making. Don't go away. Welcome, Melissa.
Thank you. Thank you, Diana.
Now, I'm delving deep. I have heard your story, and I want this story to be heard by the world. Your love for these families, your love for these children. Now, before I even go there, tell me, Promise Birth Program, how did you find yourself here and even under the umbrella of Prisons Fellowship Kenya?
So my journey began in about the late 1990s. And what I got involved in as a volunteer then, I was really, really young. I used to go for what we call angel tree programs. That's what we did was we would get gifts in kind from people abroad. And we would go and give to prisoners, actually where women were prisoners and where they had children. So we would go with toiletries, scripture books, really tiny ones, toys. And we'd even actually get to a point whereby we'd celebrate some cake with them during December holidays. Because remember, these are people who can't be visited. These are people who can't receive anything from people. So we would go and give them a little Christmas. And I would say I did that for about 4 or 5 years. And that's how I got hooked. So how I became program coordinator for Promise Birth is I joined officially in 2016. And in that, I was in charge of the dispatch team through the program, our flagship program called The Prisoner's Journey. So I went on with that for about four years or so. Then through The Prisoner's Journey, that's how it gave birth to the program called Promise Birth. And when I was selected for it, I was grateful. I said, this is my moment, and I'm happy. And I said, let's go, let's join.
So for you, you're literally in your path. In your path, and you enjoy working with children, and compassion is also part of your story. So now I want you to now make me understand, what are some of the things you've seen that these children are going through, their parents are going through? I want you to tell me that story, that I can connect and all our viewers can connect with what we are talking about today.
Okay, so I would categorize that twice. There is the physical, and then there is the part that we don't see, which I guess we could call the emotional. Mm-hmm. So the physical, because once I met these ladies and children, you could actually tell by the dress code. These are children and mothers and sisters, aunties, uncles who have little to nothing, literally. And I remember when there was a time whereby there was a lady I had called, and I was like, "Hey, I need you on a certain day. Let's meet up. We need to sit, we need to meet, and we need to do one or two things." And the story she told me after that was like, "I just lost my baby, but I'll be there." I didn't even know how to reply after that, because I tried to tell her, I was like, it's not, it doesn't have to be that day. Like we could do this another day. She's like, no, this is also important. I'll come. And true to her word, she did. She showed up. And she told me, yes, she had a baby. The baby didn't make it. So she was out of hospital after that. And they quickly arranged for some mazishi for the baby. And because she had others that she still had at home, so she was grateful for the fact that we were able to do something for the others that she had in the house. So that's how deep and how touching their stories are.
What about the children? So these children, let me understand. So you are able to get this data about the children of the incarcerated through the prison system, right? Then after that, what do you tell me a typical day when you're dealing with this program? What do you do? How do you contact them? How do you meet them? Then how are you able to measure whose need comes before who? How are you supposed to decide that I'll give this one and this one has to wait? And I can just imagine the emotional turmoil. So tell me that story.
My day to day goes like I get the way it happens is that the incarcerated men and women who are going through our program, the Prisoner's Journey, they leave their contacts with the prison chaplains. They say that this is my wife or this is my husband. We have 3 children together. We have 2 children together. These are their names. This is where they currently live, and this is the caregiver whom I have left them with. So that's where I come in. So that's the caregiver I call, and I confirm the story. And I introduce myself by saying that I have been sent by so and so. And you should see, in most cases, it's usually the joy. Like, hey, what did he say or what did she say? When is she coming? However, I'm not able to give all the details, but at least with that, I'm usually able to tell them, I'd really like us to meet. There is a program your loved one is going through that has brought me to you. And this program has to do with the children that he or she has left behind. Therefore, please, let's make time, let's meet. I would like to tell you more about what we would like to do together. So that's how my day is with them.
Wow, this is so deep, so emotional. So tell me, what are some of the challenges that you have encountered between wanting to talk to this story? Because what I'm getting is you are the in-between. Yes. You are that bridge. So without this bridge, these two would have nothing to do with each other. Yes. Until the day this one gets out. And so what are some of the things you've seen with your eyes? What are some of the stories you can share with your audience to just have a feel? And then after that, just delve into this Prison 129 Club. What is it? Why did you have to go that far? And so far under it, how many children have you helped? Where are we going with this?
So I guess I could start by talking about the 129 Prison Club. It was coined in early 2021. By the statistics on the internet then was that in Kenya we had 129 prisons registered. So, and out of those 129, we were active in 90 prisons. So we took that 129 and went with it. We formed it and said that that's now our sort of like our logo, 129 Prison Club. Through that, we have 2 flagship programs. One being the Prisoner's Journey, which has been since time immemorial, and through that we have now birthed the program Promise Path, because now we are trying to link. Because what we used to ask ourselves is that what do we do? Like, once this guy is out, like we don't hear from them, we don't know how they are going on, we don't even know how his family is or how her family is. So that's how it came to life, Promise Path.
Okay. So under Promise Path, if I understand by what I've read and what you've told me, 2022 was your first lot of children that you helped. Tell me about that. How many were they? What was their progress? Did you see any change even in their performance? as they took the program for the year. And now why we are actually doing this interview right now is to seek assistance. So delve me into that from the process of the 250 children to now the number that you want to add onto that and how you're going to go about it.
So from 2022, we were able to contact a total of 250 children. We met with them, and through the program, we were able to give 250 school bags together with some stationery. So this year, being 2024, we would really love to delve deeper, like into a more wholesome thing today, because we realized some of the cases that were coming in and some of the things that keep me up at night have been stories that you can't, like, you have no idea what's going on out there. You think you're in trouble, you have no problem, trust me. I have met a lady who is a sister to her brother in prison, and she was left with two children of the brother, one being a boy and a girl. The boy has sickle cell, so she's in and out of hospital constantly trying to make sure that this child gets some care. And at the same time, she's still trying to make sure that the other girl can go to school. She told me she ended up in depression at some point. It was through her community in where she lives, she sought assistance in terms of mental health. Like you get through this, it's tough, yes, but you will get through it. And a very touching thing is that once I met this boy with sickle cell, the first thing he did was, like he said, he wanted to pray in front of the whole group. And when he did, he remembered his dad, and he said, Mungu Baba, hata kama babangu alikosea, tafadhali mweke kwenye yako, umtunze, umlinde, na umsamehe.
Oh, this is
so that was so touching. That was so moving for what he had said, because he actually even forgot his own problem, and he remembered his father. So that shows you how deep the problem is for him, like mentally, even emotionally. So what we are able to do as Promise Path is just restore some dignity in these children, basically by at least trying to give them a new school bag, stationery, pencils, not hand-me-downs, pencils that are new, rulers, try and get them a few books. And we do actually have a mentorship program for these children, though because we cannot attack each and every problem. But for all the children, the 250 children, we have a total of 25 mentors, 10 children per mentor. This helps us understand these children's stories better, because first of all, these children don't even know one another. So they actually, in most cases, they felt like they were the only ones who were going through these issues. But when they met as a group and they could see the same challenges that they're going through, the other people are also going through. So this really builds a connection between us, them, together with their loved one back in prison.
Okay, I like the fact about the mentors. So how do you determine the mentors? Are they volunteers in the area of the different areas where they go to school? And you've mentioned stationery, you've mentioned the bags. Is school fees involved? Is it part of this package? And so if you've done that before for the 250, tell us the challenges of why you have not been able to do that for this year yet.
So tuition fee was part and parcel of the giving of the gifts. And I guess you could say, as of now, currently, we would like to increase the number of children lives that we are touching. We would like to get to a total of 375 children this year, 2024. But with this 375, we do need more funding for that. Therefore, our target figure this year is a total of 18 million. So the 18 million will take care of each of all these 375 children per year. This will include, this will not only do with the bags and the stationery, this will include a full suit, a whole new uniform. So this child will be revamped totally from head to toe. And that's how we are choosing to restore some of their dignity. And to also alleviate these caregivers from these challenges of education. where they're getting their money, how they will divide it amongst their children. So I think we could say that as we are putting a smile on the children's faces, we are also alleviating some financial stress from the parents.
This is such an amazing program. So what I'm getting from you is you have been able to do 250. That's the statistic you have, and you would like to increase this to 375 children. But because of reasons that have not allowed you to be able to fund these children, you are seeking help to raise this 18 million so that these children can have dignified lives, right? So now I want you to look directly into the camera on my right side and call on to Kenyans and friends of Kenya to come and take part in this. Let's go.
Okay, thank you, Diana. Okay, I think a lot has been said today, but my personal message to you out there is please help these children. Let's keep restoring their dignity. Each and every child, like my children don't deserve what they have, but they have what they have. These children are a forgotten group. Therefore, please help us, whether it is gifts in kind, whether you have school bags, whether you have access to stationery, we are looking for people like you. Whether you are looking for something bigger than that, whether it's not only in education, even if it is in the healthcare system, just as the way I said, we have children who are also ailing. Therefore, please reach out and let's do this. Let's go. This is our year.
You have heard from Melissa. These are children. They are our children. Children of incarcerated parents, going through mental issues, going through stigma, yet they have a right to live dignified lives. So I come back to you. As Melissa has said, you can see her passion to supporting these families through the program path. Truly inspiring. It's clear that this program is more than just words. It's a lifeline, a beacon of hope for so many. And the best part, we can all be part of it, whether it's through donation, volunteering your time, or simply sharing this message with your network. Every action counts. Please visit pfkenya.co.ke, our website right now, and explore the ways you can get involved. Remember to follow us on our social platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and even LinkedIn. Let's stand together and be the change we want to see. Remember, everything that you put out there to help another soul goes a long way than just that soul you're helping. This is Diana Etsabo, urging you to take action today.